The iPhone X is coming out in Malaysia tomorrow on Friday, the 24th of November. I got an early release of the phone. The version that I have is the silver version. This is the 256 model, which is going to cost you around 5,899 ringgit. The 64 gig version will cost you about 5,100 plus. Of course, when you go to the telcos with the contracts, the prices are going to vary widely. This is something not new to you guys as the smart consumers. I leave it to you to decide which telcos would serve you best, or if you want to buy the device outright from the Apple Store. It's worth noting that right now the Apple Store doesn't have the models. They've sold out, so maybe you need to wait for a few more weeks until they replenish their stocks. So I just want to unbox it very quickly. I've taken the plastic wrap out, but I haven't touched anything inside. So the wrapping comes off, and then the box. Here is the literature designed by Apple in California. Here is the device itself. We'll play around with this in a bit. I just want to show you what's in the box. You get a 3-pin plug. You get the earphones. This is not the ear pods. You still get the cabled ones. So after so much money, you get the normal ones. And of course, this is the adapter, which is going to be famous for what Apple is going to be about, particularly when you have just only one slot, which is the lightning cable. So this adapter will be on the audio jack. So if you have any earphones or earbuds that has a 3.5mm head jack, you can still use it with this phone. And of course, pretty familiar with this, the cable. The literature is pretty standard. You get the standard stickers. There's also the SIM injection tool, which is this one. So yeah, nothing special there. So let's move on to the device itself. Okay, so you get the plastic sheet. Let's take that off. Off you go. I just want to talk about the body first, the design first. This is extremely important. It's glass front and back. It's surrounded by stainless steel. How it fits in your hand is fantastic. It's much smaller than the Plus models like the iPhone 7 Plus or the iPhone 8 Plus. It takes away the black bars, the top and bottom. It only focuses just on that part. So it's actually 5.8 inches and it fits very nicely in one hand. You don't have a home button anymore. That means you don't have a Touch ID anymore. That means it focuses on Face ID. And I've already put my Face ID there just to quicken things up, and it's pretty easy for you to manage on that part. There you go, unlocked. So I just want to inform you, when it unlocks, it doesn't just straight away unlock. At this page where the lock is shown as the icon is unlocked, there's supposed to be some notifications, so you can have people who miscalled you, or your WhatsApp or texts, or your IG, whatever notification is supposed to come up there. Of course, this phone doesn't have notification just yet. Let's try that again. It's unlocked. Off we go. Now we go to the home button. Very quickly to navigate, since there's no home button, if you open any app, let's say you open this particular app, and you want to go back to the home button, all you need to do is just scroll up from the bottom. That's all there is to it. Now if you want to switch between apps, let's just try and open a few apps here. So if you want to switch between apps like you normally do when you have an old iPhone, what you do is you scroll up and you hold, and all the apps are there. Now if you want to kill apps, you just press and hold, you just kill the apps there. Remember, the iPhone generations, they don't have a kill all app the way Android phones do. So yeah, that's something that we need to work on. Of course, the camera standard comes with 2 sets of cameras. It works fantastic, just like any other iPhone cameras. iPhone is all about cameras after all. And in the coming weeks, I'm going to put to the test the iPhone versus the Note 8 Samsung versus the Huawei Mate 10 Pro, and we'll see how it performs and functions between these two phones, particularly on the HD 4K quality. Just a quick note, if you want to scroll down and see your notification network, you scroll from the right side down, then you get all these functions, with the old way of you doing things. If you scroll top down, you're going to get the notification panel, but if you want to scroll from the top left, that's when you get all these icons. This is highly customizable. You go to settings, and you go to control center, and you customize controls. You can add and delete. So I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I want this and this, and then you can just switch up and down, and just to see the end result, you can actually find that there already being modified. The brightness, there's something new. Just press and hold. There's also the night shift. You know, this is something you can schedule it, or you don't have to schedule it. You can switch it off. This is to get things a little bit more ambient, as they say. And this is something different, the True Tone. True Tone takes into account the ambient setting of the room or the location that you're in, indoors or outdoors, to make sure that the display is a little bit more vibrant. That's on the display side. The left side, you have the volume rocker there. On the right side, you have the sleep wake on and off button, and it's basically functioning quite normally. You can take the screenshot with both those buttons because you don't have a home button anymore, right? So let's say I don't know whether I have pictures. Oh yeah, there you go. So there's some pictures that I want to take. And what I do is I press the sleep wake button on, and the top side volume rocker on. Let's just do that. And there you go. Immediately it goes into the annotation page. You can immediately annotate stuff, and you can save into photos. This functions quite normally as you would on your existing iPhone. If you want to switch off and on, what you do is you just press and hold any of the volume rocker plus that button on. You're going to get power off and emergency SOS. Emergency SOS, of course, it immediately calls the emergency services, which you have to program when you start the phone up. So yeah, that's about it on how the buttons work on the left and right. It's important for you to note that this is going to be the latest iPhone for a few months to come. There hasn't been any word on iPhones releasing newer models in the coming months. So I don't know how this will change things for you in terms of buying the new iPhone.